So, familiar face in front of our screen, and we're delighted to announce that Bivesh Gurung has agreed a deal for next season. Hometown club, of course, you must be pleased to extend that run with us.
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. Obviously, we had a great season last year, individually, collectively, and it's a place where my heart is, so I'm absolutely delighted to be here for next season.
It's an obvious question. I'm guessing you're going to give me an obvious answer. If I said to you to pick out one highlight of that last season, are you going to give us the answer we're expecting?
I'll say the Ipswich game.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the Ipswich game for me was like, wow, it was something else. It was a fairy tale type of thing. But that moment that you're probably thinking of course, that's up there as well. Being a Barrow goal. Obviously my only goal of the season as well. That's something that I'm obviously trying to work on and get my numbers up and whatnot. But yeah, those two moments for me is definitely up there with some of the best in my career.
When you look at that goal, I think BBC Sport goal of the round, the Mitre FA Cup Mitre goal of the round as well. I mean, you know, you couldn't have possibly, if we sat having this conversation 12 months ago and we said to you, what do you want to achieve for that season, that would have even been in your mind, would it?
No, exactly. I mean, it just shows like the amount of work that gets put in behind the scenes, not just myself, with the coaching staff, with the amount of work that Gaffer and Craig put into me, trying to help develop me as a player. It's really important because at a senior level, of course, results are the most important thing, but Gaffer and Craig, they really value the importance of development in a player, especially a young player for myself. And I feel like that's where I really managed to kick on last season, and hopefully I can continue in the same way.
When you look back at that FA Cup run as well, obviously, as we say, this is your hometown club, you still live here in the town, so what was that like? Because you must have been going to places where people wouldn't have perhaps ordinarily think, is that you? But with all that exposure, it must have been a phenomenal time.
Yeah, I mean, whilst it was still fresh off that Ipswich game, I remember just going into like restaurants and stuff and people weren't allowing me to pay for food and stuff, so yeah, it was a surreal feeling, to be honest, and yeah, obviously one that we'll treasure for the rest of our lives, really. Yeah.
So individually, collectively, what are the aims for 24-25?
Collectively, of course, it's just promotion. Like we came up so close last season, but just fell off a bit short, and unfortunately it just wasn't meant to be. That's not how obviously anyone thought it would have panned out, but it is what it is, and we're really looking forward to next season. Hopefully starting off really strong and winning the league this time around, hopefully skipping the playoffs. And individually, it's just to keep putting in solid performances, developing as a player, playing as many games as I possibly can, and just try and keep with that steady development. So, yeah.
Biv, I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the supporters and we're delighted that you're back with us. Enjoy the season and let's see what it brings us. Thanks very much, though.
Thank you.